Okay, so welcome to In the Game. Now, movement is typical. Arrow keys will move you left and right. Up arrow will let you jump. You can crouch. Crouching will increase your health and SP regeneration. So the longer you crouch, the faster your regeneration gets. So it's useful for if you actually want to take it easy, take it slow, recover to full health after every encounter. You can do that. I won't because it's lame, and you just want to get into the action. Now, in terms of actual attacks, we have your weak attack. It changes into itself and has very little recovery, but has a terrible hitbox and terrible damage. It's only really useful for if you want to increase damage scaling. So what that means is each time you hit an enemy with a weak attack, you actually build up your damage scaling so that your next attack will deal more damage than usual. So it like builds up very slowly though. So I mean, it has its uses. And typically you won't see me using it very much because, well, the enemy basically has to be staying still right in front of you and not attacking you, which is not usually what happens. Here is the first enemy. It's pouring a pink little slime thing. Look how happy it is. Aww, die. Anyway, so that was a strong attack. Now there are different strong attacks depending on which direction arrows you push down while you attack. If you don't hold down any direction arrows, standing neutral, your strong attack is just a poke. It's decent. It's fine, I guess. If you hold forward if you hit forward strong attack, it's a swing. It is a little bit more range than your neutral, but it's fine as well. And then let's see. Next one is down. If you hold down and then strong attack, it's a little anti-airish move. Thing to note about this move is that it will actually draw enemies closer to you. So if you hit, let's say, oh, whoops, dash normally for now. So let's say you hit the slime, he gets pulled towards me a little bit. See, it's actually it does about half the damage as the other strong attacks, but it's useful in certain cases where maybe the enemy's getting too far away and you want to get dragged closer. It's fine. And the last one is if you crouch diagonally and hit strong attack, it's actually a different move. This one actually will launch enemies into the air, which is fairly useful. I think you can actually hit someone with the spinny part afterwards, but it's not the biggest intention. Look at these people in the background. Okay, so what I'm doing now is actually guard canceling my dashes. So typically when you dash, you go yay fast. Guard canceling will actually cancel the slowing down animation, so you can cancel a dash and immediately go into another dash. So it lets you zip across the map pretty quick. Whee! Okay, and then you have your aerial moves. Aerial weak attack is a little poke thingy. It's not very good because you can't even chain it very well. Neutral strong attack in the air is a little swing, below swing. I don't know. You can hit multiple times. The other one is the directional arrow. If you hold forward while in the air in strong attack, then you do a little swing, which has really good range, really good hitbox. It'll also launch enemies into the air and deals about twice as much damage as all your other moves. So don't know what they're thinking, but it is actually the best move, best normal move that female swordsman has, and I will be using it quite a lot. In fact, you probably won't see me using any other move for the most part of the game, which is kind of lame, but you know, if it's there, you just abuse it. That's if you don't do it, then like the game, you may as well, because the point of this game is, or the point of this is to just show you how to beat the game as effortlessly as possible, which means if there's a mechanic that can be abused, you abuse it. Anyways, moving on. So this game usually each stage is made up of several areas. Each area may come with like a bunch of mobs that will die in one hit, but once you kill everything in one area, then you move on to the next one. Little ghost sign. Some areas have mini bosses. This okay, there's the warning sign. So this is technically a mini boss, but not really difficult. Some trees pretending to be trees or something. Anyways, they die pretty easily. I guess now's the time to explain how you can chaining skills together. So you can chain weak attacks into strong attacks. You can chain weak attacks into anything because there's really no recovery, and in fact, it's not even really noticeable that. Oh wow, lag. So let's hope this frame lag doesn't last very long. But so like I said, you can chain heavy attacks or strong attacks into other strong attacks, depending on how much dex you have. So if you have, let's say, because I have 20 dex, I can chain 3 of the same strong attacks together, which means I'll demonstrate. So 1, 2, well, you can only chain attacks if you hit an enemy with it. So yeah, that's not gonna work. So this guy probably has more health. So 2, 3. You can chain 3 strong attacks together. Then you can mix them up too. So you can chain 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you get the point. So basically, yeah, with about 20 dex, you can chain up. Theoretically, you can chain up to 12 heavy attacks together on the ground. Now, you can also jump cancel attacks. So let's say you hit. Let's say, okay, I'm going to demonstrate. So this move typically has a pretty long recovery because look, I'm swinging the sword. Oh, I can hit someone with that. But yeah, so normally, like when you're swinging a sword like that, you can't move, you can't do anything, and that's usually a disadvantage. So you don't want to be caught in the animation. If you chain attacks together, then like you can see that the recovery frames are canceled out, and you can do something else immediately, which will save your life if you can cancel correctly, because every frames matter, and this beat 'em up as well as any fighting game. The button I failed to mention was the block button. You can see the guard meter below on the bottom. If your guard meter runs out, you stop block. You can't block for a little bit. It charges really fast though, so it's usually available. Certain attacks you can block, certain attacks you can't block. I'll try to cover which ones you can or cannot, depending on when I fight the boss. Let's see. All right, jump canceling. So let's say so jump canceling is when, let's say, I hit this boss, and then you can cancel your recovery animations to a jump. You do that just by pushing up as you hit the boss. Okay, it's leads you. You can combo off that. So let's say you use a launcher. Well, I'm not gonna. You can't really launch this guy because he's too big. But you can also jump cancel off aerial moves. Oh, lag. Hopefully, I don't know if that'll show up when in the recording, but let's hope this doesn't happen too much. Anyways, this is area 3. Just more mobs to kill. Anyways, jumping heavy, you'll see me use that like forever, like as I mentioned before, and you'll just have to deal with it and abuse it yourself because it's the greatest move. Anyways, here's another mini boss, Grasshopper. He hops around. Yeah, he'll like stop in the middle at some point. After which, like right now, I think he's gonna stop and shoot some music notes. These things hurt, so don't get hit by it. I'm pretty sure you can't block it either, so just stay far away when he decides to stop and blow music.